All right, gang. Okay, so what had happened was my phone, I had it on Do Not Disturb, but I don't know how a call came through. And when the call, excuse me, when the call came through, it muted the video for some odd reason. I don't know if it was YouTube tripping or if it was my phone, but a call came in and it threw off my it seemed like that's what threw off my device. I don't know. But I didn't have y'all on mute or nothing like that. My phone started ringing and then yeah, it just threw everything off, gang. All right, but anyway, so like I was saying, you guys have the main male in the upright position with journey in reverse. So you are in, I feel like you in like your villain era or your main character era right now. Yeah, tonight that's what happened. I don't know why. I had it on Do Not Disturb. And it still did that. But anyway, so you're in your main character era or like your villain era right now. Hey, the Wicked Wonder. Girl, you need a cleanse. Shit, you need a cleanse, girl. You need an old grassroots cleanse, girl. You need a cleanse, honey. Okay, so I just heard like the buck stops here, and you see how this main male has his hand in his pocket. All right, so this could be like the last time you like carry someone or bring someone along with you. Like the buck stops here. Okay, I just heard the money train stops here too. So somebody could be like, using someone for financial gain. All right, somebody is like, no. With the main male being card number one, it's like somebody is putting themselves first, and this is stopping a certain part of their journey that they had been on. And this is gonna make their journey feel real different. Because they was never making themselves number one. They were always putting others' needs, desires, wants before them, problems before them. And someone is like, no, I'm stepping into like my main character era right now. And the journey is changing because of that. I clarify this energy further. I get the imprisonment in reverse. Number 29, which breaks down to the 11. And then you got the journey, which is number 10, which breaks down to the 1. And then the main male, which is 1. So this is like a 11-11, basically. All right, we'll look up the angel number. Even though y'all know it, we'll just do it. But, yeah. Somebody's like, no, they're breaking free. Somebody could have been in this imprisonment of like always putting people before them. And it was slowing their journey down. And with the imprisonment in reverse, now somebody has freed themselves from that. 3 times we've talked about freeing yourself. You had that with the 8 of Swords in reverse twice. Now you guys got the Thief in reverse here. Yeah, somebody had been stealing like your time, your essence, your life force energy with the Good Fortune in reverse. You're freeing yourself from, there was a time in my life when I had a lot of energy vampires around me. Shit, sometimes I still do. You have to protect yourself from that. People who just want your energy with the Thief and the Great Fortune. Like there could be something golden about your energy that you were just given too freely. And now with the main male and the journey in reverse, the imprisonment in reverse, like you freed yourself from that. You stopped that. Yeah, false person. Because you were like bound to the wrong people. giving your energy to the wrong people. People who were wearing masks in your life. Wearing masks just to have access to your energy. Just to absorb your energy. Yeah, people, with courtship who were trying to bind themselves to you. But with family room in reverse, they weren't really your tribe. If this hasn't happened for you yet, this is going to happen for you in the future. You're going to see who the false people are, who've been masquerading as tribe, but they're really not with family room in reverse. False person with the mask, the man in the mask, and the girl with the fan over her mouth. You're going to really see who's tribe and who's not. And with the two of, I almost said 2 of cups. But this is courtship, kind of like that. But it's like, just because people are always in proximity to you, just because people show up, don't mean they tribe. Family room in reverse. Don't mean they fuck with you like that. Don't mean they think of you as family. Don't mean they gonna care about you like they would their own family, because they, with the family room in the reverse, they don't give a fuck about their family either. Shit. All right. All right, let's move forward. You got number 27 here, breaking down to the 9, unexpected income. So remember when I said the buck stops here or something like that? You about to get something that you weren't expecting. It's going to be of value. Now, for some of you guys, these are going to be some keys. I don't know why, but I see somebody like randomly gifting someone like some land, a deed, some keys, a home. Like, it's going to be really easy to acquire this value for someone. It's going to be like, it's going to be easy. And then you got the main female in the upright. So we definitely here in main character energy. Main male in the upright, number 1. Main female in the upright, number 2. So yeah, collective, this is time to be in that main character energy in your life. Shine. What's beautiful about you? What do you get complimented on a lot? Use that. Magnify that. You know? Some of you guys can have Sagittarius highly aspected in your chart. You got bad health in reverse. So maybe you had a health scare and now you come out on the other end of that feeling better. And that just makes you feel different about life. About the way you show up in your life. Or they may, even if it's not like a health scare, it could be like fear of being in poverty or impoverished in some kind of way. But you come out on the good end of it with the unexpected income. Something's gonna turn out better than you expected. And you're gonna feel on top of the world. I just heard Victorian home. So I don't know how that is significant to any of you, but I just heard that. Now this may sound a bit morbid, but you already know. I just heard too that the home somebody buys is the home someone's gonna die in. So like, someone buy a home, they gonna have it for a long, long time. Show me this. Mature woman in coffin. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Now, I'm also hearing, too, there's a lot of secrets that die with this mature woman. A lot of secrets about about shit that happened in a home. Family room in reverse. The family room wasn't so family like. Home wasn't the safest space for somebody. Due to this mature woman, no, she did something. Yeah, she did something. High honor in reverse. This mature woman made home hell for somebody. I just heard you old bat. And I just heard you old bitty. What the fuck? I'm like, yeah. Spirit said, don't worry about it. With the high honor in reverse and the coffin and this mature lady, where they at ain't so sweet. Tell you that, with the high honor in reverse. All right, let's see, gang. You guys got privileged lady in the upright position here with the child in reverse. Some of you guys are about to step into a very fortuitous time. I said fortuitous. It's fucking fortuitous. It's a word now. You about to step into a very fortuitous time where the things that were denied to you as a child, you're going to be able to give to yourself. Now, not just materially, but like peace, safety, quietness, stillness, consistency, comfort. You know, with the child in reverse, some of you guys had a really hard childhood, and that's why you are coming into this privileged energy. The child is number 18, which breaks down to the 9. And with this being in reverse, this is like the end of that broken child that has been inside you for so long. We got number 32, which breaks down to the 5 in reverse, despair here in reverse. Yeah, so some of you guys have really been doing a lot of with the poverty. And I said, what did I say? Yeah. Some of you guys may have had that type of childhood where you really couldn't afford a lot of things. You really didn't go out to eat like that. You didn't go to the mall like that. And I know that sounds small, but with the child energy, it is small because children crave experiences like that. So now as this privileged person, this privileged lady energy here, you probably like go above and beyond for yourself. And with the despair in reverse, if you haven't been able to, that's going to change. And now you're going to be able to like buy yourself the clothes you want, the shoes, the little comforts and things of that nature. And if you have a child, you're going to be able to, they're not going to have to experience that. Like they're going to have a more comfortable experience than you in certain aspects. Of course, everything ain't going to be perfect. But there's going to be certain aspects that they're going to look back on, and they may say it to you with despair in reverse. Like how they never had to experience poverty in certain areas. Like, oh, mom or dad, you always show up to my play or my recital or whatever. And maybe you could remember child in reverse, how nobody showed up to yours. And then that'd be like something that make you feel privileged, you know? Or like good about yourself, or like low key high and mighty, like yeah, nobody showed up to mine, but I showed up to their minds. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be experiencing something like that. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so you guys got marriage in reverse. So, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. There could be a connection or a marriage or a connection, a relationship, a contract of some sorts that's ending with mature man in reverse. Somebody refused to change. Somebody refused to grow up. Yeah, official person in reverse. And they weren't who they said they were. So the connection has to end. Bottom line, adjudication in reverse. This mature man is not going to have things go in their favor. I'll tell you that. Yeah. All right. Message in reverse with pathway in the upright here and expectation in reverse. So you're expecting a message from someone. It's not coming in because with the pathway here, it's time to move on. Or if someone does reach out to you and say something to you, it's not going to be what you expected. And you're really going to realize you got to move on. So like if you expected somebody to reach out to you via message and be like, yo, I fucked up, I'm sorry, let's work it out. They're not going to say that. And that's going to be disappointing. But that disappointment is going to help you realize it's really time to move on. And then you're going to re-block this person. Because for some reason I'm seeing somebody with the message in reverse, blocking and unblocking somebody. Blocking and unblocking somebody. Yeah. Yeah, change. It's time to change this shit and move on. 9, change, pathway 35-8. It's time to move on. And then you got some weirdo that keep reactivating and deactivating their page because they disappointed in some shit they seeing in their community in reverse. So they looking at shit that don't got nothing to do with them. And so they back and forth on that type of time too. It's like somebody that's like, say you think tarot is evil and you just keep going to tarot pages. Somebody in the wrong community. Somebody just be playing games with themselves. They playing games with themselves, but they kind of feel like they're playing games with other people, but they're not. Because nobody is reacting or actually being like affected or whatever. I don't know. All right, we almost done, gang. And then, hold tight to your autonomy, because there's going to be so many people who want you to be many versions of them, or to the point where you don't know who you are. Don't let anybody strip you of your identity for fear of separation or whatever. All right. All right, let's see here. Okay, you guys got Garden in the Gate in the upright position, number 30, breaking down to the 3. So this is confirmation from the first live. It's definitely time to look beyond your gate. Okay? It's time to venture out. Some of y'all are letting the fear of failure keep you from a new experience. I know you comfortable. You comfortable. So you don't need no new experience. Yes, you do. You do. Your soul need a new experience. There's other parts inside of you that need to awaken, and they're going to awaken through these new experiences. So I don't want to hear that. There's better opportunities for you too. More affordable spaces and places you can be in. But you got to step outside of your comfort zone. If you don't want to do that, then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about nothing. All right. This card says abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with beautiful, colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by a habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world right outside your gate. Okay? Affirmation. I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. Yep. It's time to make a change, gang. I'm telling you. You afraid of what it's going to be like being somewhere new. And then your whole spirit is like afraid of what it's going to feel like just staying somewhere seemingly safe forever. Like there's no other beautiful things, more accommodations somewhere else for you. There is. And it's time to start looking towards that. Okay. All right, gang. Let me see how my battery look. Oh, yeah. All right. I got to go, gang. My battery going to die soon. All right, gang. I love you guys so much. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or purchase anything from my websites. Thanks again to my magical moderators and members of the channel, my loyal subscribers. All right, gang. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. Sending you love, peace, and balance.